Hey everybody, welcome into Sports Live in the 215. I'm your host, Connor Okuda, and today we're going to be previewing the Phillies and Padres series. So I'm gonna start a new piece of content on the channel. Let me know if you guys like it. All right. With with that being said, let's let's um, let's get into the pitching matchups for the next 3 days. For the San Diego Padres, tonight they'll be sending Randy Vasquez to the bump, who is 1-3 with a 4.93 ERA, along with 26 strikeouts. I believe he made his major league debut last year after the Phillies were done with the San Diego Padres, and he'll be opposed by hold on 1 second. He will be opposed by one of the Phillies' crafty left-handers, Christopher Sanchez, who is 3-3 with a 3.07 ERA with 61 strikeouts. I think tonight's matchup heavily favors the Phillies, especially, and this is going to be a big factor in tonight's game if Sanchez can locate his fastball, because his off-speed stuff, which is his bread and butter in terms of getting strikeouts, is paramount to getting to kind of speeding up their swings. Or it's what am I trying to say? It's paramount that he locates the fastball, because his changeup and curveball play off of that so much, and if he's able to locate the fastball, he'll be able to induce a lot of ground balls and get a lot of strikeouts and have a really productive outing. Yeah, I think a big key for San Diego is not letting Kyle Schwarber beat you, especially on the first pitch. He's been mashing he's been mashing on first pitches this season. I want to say he's hitting close to 400 on the first pitch of the game with I read somewhere it was like 9 or 10 home runs. So he's incredibly dangerous on the first pitch, and a big key for hold on. Another big key for hold on, let me one. Another big key for Vasquez is keeping stranding runners in scoring position. This weekend, the Phillies, with the exception of Friday night, really struggled with runners in scoring position. and that will be a big key for Vasquez in order to have a successful outing. So quite the and then for the Padres offensively, they're like a player for the Phillies to keep contained is, of course, the always dangerous Fernando Tatis Jr. He's hitting 272 with 13 home runs and 8 stolen bases, and he has an 878 on base plus slugging. So he's a very dangerous hitter, and he's one of the most exciting players in the game. It's funny, I've forgotten that he's been in the major leagues since 2019. So it's crazy. It's crazy how much time has flown. Like Bryce Harper he's been in Philadelphia for 5 years at this point. It's really, really crazy. Yeah. Another big key for the Phillies defensively is keeping Ha-Seong Kim off um, off the bases. The Padres leadoff hitter is the engine that makes their offense go. So if you can keep Ha-Seong Kim off base, you limit what the Padres can do offensively. Of course, they have Xander Bogaerts, of course, the aforementioned Fernando Tatis Jr. But if you get that leadoff hitter out, it's a huge downer for any offense, especially one that's kind of looking to get out of a funk a little bit in the San Diego Padres. So if Sanchez can locate his fastball to set up his curveball and his changeup, that would be huge for him. And if he can make the game as easy on Garrett Stubbs as possible by working quickly, throwing strikes, quickly and throwing strikes, which is something he notably did not do in Boston, which is very out of character for him. That would be quite a welcomed sight for the Philadelphia Phillies. And one final offensive key for your Philadelphia Phillies is capitalizing when you do have runners in scoring position. As I mentioned earlier, they struggled. They struggled in games 2 and 3 in the series in Baltimore with runners in scoring position. If they can correct that in their first game of this homestand, that would be a very, very that would just be a very, very solid thing to see from your Fightin' Phils. Now, let's get to the other pitching matchups. Oh, and I see the first game going the Phillies' way. I'll say 4-1 Phillies. Maybe Schwarber and Harper go deep a total of 3 times, and Trea Turner gets an RBI single. So that's your tally for game 1. And then game 2 tomorrow, the Friars will throw Michael King, who is 5-4 with a 3.58 earned run average and 98 strikeouts. He'll be opposed by Aaron Nola, who is 8-3 with a 3.48 ERA and 78 strikeouts. I see this pitching matchup going either way. Aaron Nola, like Christopher Sanchez, or like the pitcher preceding him, Christopher Sanchez, is coming off a start where he got rocked in Boston. So I'm hoping Aaron can get to a lot of 2-strike counts and hoping he can locate his curveball and his changeup, because his off-speed stuff, similar to Christopher's, is his bread and butter. It's the pitch. Those are the pitches that if he's on, he's locating the curveball and the changeup down in the zone, and inducing a lot of ground balls or pitching to contact, excuse me. And then on Wednesday, the Padres will send Matt Waldron to the mound. He is 4-6 with a 3.66 ERA, so he must not be getting a lot of run support. And he'll be going against the ERA leader in the National League, Ranger Suarez, who is 10-1 with a 1.77 ERA with 91 strikeouts. Oh, and Waldron has 70 strikeouts on this season. So you have 2 matchups on Tuesday and Wednesday in King v. Nola and Waldron v. Suarez that can really go either way, where I believe the Phillies have, however, I know well, hold on. Let me get my thoughts together. I believe the Phillies have the advantage. However, it is a slight advantage. It is a slight advantage pitching wise, and they've got to be able to execute with runners in scoring position. They've got to be able to really do the little things well. And I know the Friars have not don't quite have the record that they would like, but there's still a lot of star power in that clubhouse and in that dugout, so that the Phillies have got to come to play. And one more piece of news before I get out of here: the Phillies have activated Trea Turner. They've activated Trea Turner, and they've optioned Johan Rojas down to Lehigh Valley, down to AAA Lehigh Valley, and hopefully, hopefully Turner comes back the next 3 days like he never left, and hopefully Johan goes down to AAA and really figures out his swing, because we're gonna need him. That guy really is a defensive wizard, and if he can hit 270, maybe not 302 like he did his rookie season, or last year in his rookie season, but if he can hit 270 with Gold Glove caliber defense, that would be a huge plus for your Philadelphia Phillies. If everything breaks right in this series, I see the Phillies either taking 2 of 3 or sweeping the San Diego Padres. All right, I'll probably be back tomorrow with the recap of tonight's game and continuing to preview tomorrow's game. All right, have a good day, everybody. Go Phillies.